Hello, I am Jason and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. Now, there is no marker at this place, but I thought it was worthy of its episode of its own. But I am standing in front of the old St. Louis Cotton Belt Freight Depot. This building was built, or it actually opened in January 1st, 1913, and then it's been abandoned since 1959. Yes, 1959. I mean, how many years was that? At least almost 65 years. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to go in for obvious reasons. It's not safe. But I will show you around the building and in the back of it. So here we go. So yes, you heard me right. 1959 was the last time this building was in full occupancy. And there is some simple history behind it. I mean, yeah, like I said, it was a cotton belt freight depot, and it was used for transporting cotton to major parts of the United States, but cotton demand plummeted in the 1950s, and as a result, so did this place. And you would think some politician would save this building. Well, it's been in neglect. I don't know how many mayors have been in office. I mean, St. Louis mayors have been in office since, and they're all Democrats. Now, I'm not saying it's a Democrat-Republican kind of thing, but I mean, I'm sure Republicans probably be neglecting the same thing. Who knows? But I'm not going to get any closer because, yes, there are homeless camps in there. And, I mean, I see even people walking around. There's tents. There's even a car in there. How it got in there, I don't know. But, I mean, it's very interesting stuff no matter how you look at it. And there have been several YouTubers, including one of my friends, Brian, also known as Rogue Exploration. He's literally been in there. I mean, even if there was no homeless or anybody in there, I would not even go in there because I'd be definitely afraid of falling structures and nails and, you know, stuff beneath my feet I would not be aware of. And to give you an idea where I'm at, that's the State of Musial Veterans Memorial Bridge. So I am north of downtown. Yeah, that's the Arch, Lumiere Place. And that is an Amtrak railway. I'm going to go ahead and do a pan shot here. Yeah, I mean, this building is humongous. I mean, it's definitely historical in its own right. I don't know if there's any way of saving it, but the architecture is, you know, the sign is still up there, as you can see. I mean, it's sad no matter how you look at it. Again, I am not going to go in, nor am I going to get close, but I will venture my way to the back, so follow me. And one other thing, I mean, definitely, obviously be careful. There are structures, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely unsafe, very desolate, well, except for, you know, whoever's in the building. But yeah, just be very aware of your surroundings, better put. And another thing that's very interesting about this is this was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 2004. But even though it is on the historic, even though it is listed on that, it can still be demolished. So that doesn't really necessarily mean anything, but either way, I think it deserved it. But all right, so I'm behind the building, and there was a large mural painted here. I don't know how many years ago, maybe at least 10, but there's a big long mural. It was said to be a welcoming sign to the city for anybody coming from the Veterans Memorial Bridge, which is just right over there. And then there's a for sale sign. Anybody wants to buy this property? Well, who knows? But as I'm doing this video, they're actually doing a festival here that only happens once a year. It's on the weekend. I think the first weekend of October. It's called the Artica Festival. I'm not really sure how many people come out here. I know one person that did last year, one of my Facebook friends. But what they do is it's like an arts festival, and I can tell they're setting up like they got like an effigy going on. Oh, well, they're gonna burn one. And really I don't want to get any close, but we'll see what happens. So I was just talking to one of the people that are help setting up for the festival, and they're putting up some stages over there. But so the Artica festival is basically, you know, there's gonna be 2 stages for bands to play on. It's an arts festival. Sunday night they do like the Burning, something similar to Burning Man. How's that? But they don't want spectators to go inside there, and I don't want to get very much closer. There is it's pretty much a lot of homeless camps in there. You know, like right there, they can tell somebody made themselves a home. They got private property, no trespassing, beware of the dog signs around their fenced area. I'm not sure if that's a legitimate person or couple or family that lives there, but rest their souls. And I believe that's where the offices were for those, for the freight depot. I could be wrong, or it could have been right over there too, but just going by my research. But I mean, it's a really nice piece of architecture. I mean, look how massive this baby is. It's 5 stories tall. I mean, you can't get up in any of those floors because, you know, somebody tore down all the steps and all the elevator shafts, scrap metal purposes probably. And I wish I can zoom in, but there's like the cotton belt route symbol engraved all the way up there. I mean, just imagine, it's been up there for over 100 years. But I'm glad they're putting this land to use, and I don't know how many people show up to this festival, but as long as everyone's safe, I guess. But again, yeah, be very, 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 very careful if you do come out here when there's not a festival here. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm sure once people see you or a group, I mean, they'll definitely be, I don't know, they'll probably try to talk your ear off or whatever, but people do make their homes on the bottom floor here in this building, sadly. All right, I am Jason, just right behind the Cotton Belt Freight Depot. Been sitting here for 110 years, abandoned since 1959, so, all right. I pretty much showed you what I pretty much wanted to show you, so I am Jason, sign off.